Enraptured.
George Clooney and Brad Pitt's new movie, Wolves, is on Apple TV Plus September 27th.
That's where I want you to be now.
So if you want to see George Clooney and Brad Pitt, go to Apple TV Plus.
You got to start the story there.
Or if you want to see Brad Pitt and George Clooney, go to Apple TV Plus.
I am enjoying the show.
And if you want to see their new movie, Wolves,
You can't do it, I'm going to help you out. I can do it, so do it.
definitely go to Apple TV Plus.
Admit it is cool. Okay, fine, it was very cool.
Wolves, streaming September 27th on Apple TV Plus. Rated R.
Dollar bets, dollar bets, dollar bets. Did I do that right, O?
Oh, what a wonderful little jingle that was.
Yeah, I'm pretty good, man. I'm like dope as F. Swear jar. So, O's joining us from the road.
It's another Road Rage episode.
Road Rage episode. There you go. Eating fast food, throwing it out the window. On the way to Chicago.
Chicago, and what am I doing in Chicago?
I have no idea.
I'm going to a concert, of course.
Oh, who's playing?
A British band named Keen.
Oh, I know about Keen. I know about your love for Keen.
Keen's in the midst of a 20-year anniversary of their massive album from 20 years ago.
Seminal album. Okay.
They had actually been a broken-up band until they did this tour.
Whoa, did they have an Oasis divorce situation? They needed the cash. They needed to take O's money, and they got it. Because he's on his way to Chicago. That's where I'm going.
He does not have O's money, but Keen has O's money.
Yeah, you got that O money. That's that good money, man. That's that good money. Because you've been signing up at signupexpert.com/dollarbets with a Z to get on board with some sports books and make your plays. And hopefully, and we'll get to this later, hopefully followed us the previous week and not last week. Because last week, as anyone who looked up sportsbook numbers of how they did, I'm sure they made an absolute killing. Because every underdog won except for the Bengals. Like, every underdog won outright. So that's not usually the good. Yeah, it was the day of the dog. Get your dogs barking. Okay, so O's on his way to Chicago. I'm going there the following weekend for a Bears-Rams game. So, and O's going to the Lions at Cardinals game, which you thought was going to be like, oh, okay. And now it's going to be, oh, that's a showdown because Harrison's going to torch that secondary.
My boys are going to come out pissed.
Oh, you're gonna like which way I went in the game then.
And let me tell you, Lions fans, we apparently travel real well. The blue wave will show up.
I don't think it's travel.
Ford Field West.
I don't think it's travel. I think it's just people that fled the Midwest weather.
Yeah.
So it's not, those people you'd like, like in LA that we knew, it was like, so why are you here? And they're like, oh, I just like the warm weather. Like, oh, you're sad. Oh, that's great.
There is a possibility that I will fly to Phoenix and then not fly back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You gotta crash on the other direction. Look at that one.
Well, you're just never gonna come back?
What is going on over on this overpass?
He's flying by, crash as there's explosions.
We got weird things already happening on this drive.
Someone got trapped under their gas truck. That's the worst. Oh man, and you pass by the police. That's the sound of the police. So we're gonna talk about, speaking of the sirens blaring. What the hell are the Panthers even trying to do? What alert? Sound the alert! Here comes the worst franchise in sports noise. Woo 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 woo! It was once at a time the Lions edging out the Browns and the Bengals.
I used to have that noise playing in my head constantly.
Yeah.
Year round for years and years of my existence.
Yeah.
But no, we have passed that along.
You're in like the top fourth of the franchises at right now, like for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they 100% are. I mean, there's a handful of NBA franchises that I would argue are in like even better shape comparatively, but like is any hockey franchise in that play, and then baseball I don't really. Then there's a couple maybe, but like no, you're in there. I'm not talking about sheer value of the franchise, but like. Because the Cowboys own that somehow, But I'm talking about the health of the franchise. Is your franchise healthy down to its bone structure? And the Lions, for now, yes. they'd be even healthier. Yeah, they'd be even healthier if they separated quarterback. Have we talked about this? Quarterback salaries from the rest of the salaries as for the salary cap.
Yeah, you brought that up the other. I'm gonna need to see that in writing. Your proposal.
Yeah, it's not my proposal. It's my writing partner. I don't know where he got it from.
Go over this with
we'll
me,
go over that another. But that's a
my
tease
call,
for another
my
episode.
class.
Yeah, he's gonna put his reading glasses on while he's driving and read my proposal to save the Lions from having Goff for 4 years at $50 million, or other teams that have a quarterback like Tua for like the same thing basically.
$50 million these days. It's nothing. I feel like a third of the quarterbacks are already getting more than that.
Yeah.
That's why you get the deal done early if you're a GM.
Yeah, you get.
That's the difference.
That's where you got it.
All of a sudden, have a wonderful, wonderful general manager.
Well, we'll see what you say when Goff doesn't light up a not very good secondary.
Oh, road rage.
Road rage number 1. Okay.
This guy should not have switched lanes.
Oh, I thought you were road raging at me. I'm just calling it when I see it. Like our quarterbacks are have had not the best start. But one of them's a 7th-year player, and one of them's a rookie with no offensive line. And the Lions' offensive line is, because of the health of the bone structure of the skeletal structure of the franchise, is wonderful offensive line. So it's all on Goff and the play calling, I guess. I don't know. We're here to talk about the.
Best game
What's
last
that?
week against Tampa.
No, or the previous week he was bad.
Well, until overtime. Until they decided, you know what, we're going to start trying now.
No, they ran the ball again.
Yeah.
I guess the Rams thought they were going to ram it down their throat. But the Rams stink. But hopefully they stink in 2 weeks when the Bears play them because I'd like a win.
Apparently they've got some injury bug going
They have no receivers left. Their top 2 receivers are out. Aaron Donald is retired. He's golfing. He gone. So they still have the same coach, but he's going to check out if they go like 1-5 or something, you know. Or they're 0-2. They're 0-2. 0-2 Rams. Our Seahawks pick is looking good.
Yeah, it is.
The 49ers.
You know what? I got a real big help on Monday Night Football with Kirk Cousins leading Atlanta to a victory. If they went down to 0-2 in a division that is suddenly looking like one of the best in football.
No,
them is my division winner pick.
Any division that has the Panthers can inherently not be the best in football.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
I'll give you that. But
They're the worst
New Orleans
franchise.
is looking like they've found. I don't know what they found, but their offense is just killing people.
Yeah.
I think I saw they've got the 5th highest points through 2 games in the history of the NFL.
Well, they did play the Panthers. Keep in mind they played the Panthers, and the Cowboys had one of their.
Dallas.
The Cowboys had one of their
Like every
collapse
offseason,
games.
We had to listen to everybody hyping up the Cowboys.
I mean, if you recall, I took the Cowboys to Super Bowl by default because I was like, oh, I can't pick the Lions. I can't do it.
Yeah. You also have Dak as your MVP.
Okay. Well, who's your MVP again?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that's not happening either. Stroud is the MVP. It's going to be Stroud. It's very clear it's going to be Stroud. He's awesome. He's probably the number 2 quarterback already. That's insane. This one play that he made against the Bears Sunday night was just so exquisite, and I was like, are they going to get? He threw it 30 yards downfield, and they didn't get caught it. I was like, okay, all right. And then he was like trying to lecture like Caleb Williams or like give him some advice, and Caleb Williams was so mad. It was great. I'm like, dude, you're like 1 year ahead of me. But yeah, Panthers.
Back to Carolina.
Panthers,
Carolina, I believe that is the first Yanks quarterback, right? Because they're benching Bryce Young and putting in what's the guy's name?
Andy Dalton, which is so.
Andy Dalton, that's right. Thank
Why? So it's like, why? Okay, here's the thing. If there's not a backroom conversation between Canales, the coach, and Tepper, the owner or GM or whoever is the GM, is there a GM or is he just some like?
There is a GM, but
Is he some tepid handshake water boy kind of arrangement? Is it does Tepper have a daughter he doesn't talk to and that's her lover as the GM or something? Some tepid boy. I don't know, like, because Tepper's making Tepper and Tepid. Tepper's making the decisions probably because they're all awful. The Bears trade with them is arguably the worst trade in NFL history. We can't say sports history because technically the Babe Ruth trade is still a trade, even though it was an era where you traded for like cash because you were poor. But so, and the other one that's up there is a Herschel Walker deal.
Right.
But Herschel Walker was at least good for the Vikings. It's just like they didn't. I don't know. DJ Moore. I did it. I got O syndrome. DJ Moore came along with the trade, and when they didn't have DJ Moore, Carolina just couldn't do anything. And I mean, why would you trade your best player, best offensive player, when you want to draft a quarterback, and it's like, and then you didn't even get the right quarterback. Like,
Hey, Z?
yeah.
I'm driving right now. If we talk about the Panthers any longer, I might fall asleep at the wheel.
Okay, well, all right. We meant to get to this.
Let's talk about another quarterback controversy.
No, this relates Texas, right?
Texas, I think, has a quarterback issue.
No, they don't, because they are both very good. But again, they were playing UTSA, who struggled very mightily last week and this week. Texas State knocked them down, and then Texas just ran all over. I mean, a Manning running that fast. I had to ask an older friend, was like, could Archie Manning run? Because Peyton and Eli could not run. They're
Archie
fast.
could run.
What's
Yeah,
that?
It's apparently an every other generation thing.
Yeah, it skips a generation like polio or something. Reverse polio. He's got reverse polio where he's just super fast. But, I mean, again, that cutback move was nice. But where was everyone downfield, right? No one thought that Manning was going to run. So there's got to be some credit given to the lack of speed and from the Peyton Manning and the Eli Manning, like, comparatively. Like, but they're amazing, right? And it's just like that's got to be the best family besides maybe like who I mean the Roosevelts were like distant cousins to each other, right? The presidents.
I forget how it goes, but
And the Adamses.
I think there was like some incest going on because FDR and Teddy Roosevelt were not. I think they were like second cousins or something. But no, I think like one married into the other's family. I can't remember. I don't know. It's a weird relationship.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the incest is how he wasn't like able to walk anymore. I don't know. But yeah, Texas do they do?
Sports, Mannings are
Number one by a wide.
You know who number two is.
There's no number two, right? I mean,
there isn't. Not who has shown three generations like this.
that's Archie's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Archie's in the Hall.
So you got three in the Hall. One brother, the third brother who sired this guy, who sired Arch Manning, is he couldn't play because of some medical condition.
Yeah,
But
he was a wide receiver and a fantastic one at that. But I think it was a neck issue, if I recall.
I thought he was a quarterback. I guess you would know more. You've probably looked it up more. You research. You're my good boy.
No, he was not a quarterback.
Okay, so three Hall of Fame quarterbacks and likely the number one pick because he's a number one pick next year because he's a. Did he redshirt last year?
No, he did.
But it doesn't matter. You can go as a redshirt sophomore.
He's got to play one more year after this.
Yeah, he can go as a redshirt sophomore. He will. There was some discussion. I mean, I've seen like preliminary like overreactions that Ewers was going to be the number one pick, and it's just like I don't really know about that. But Arch Manning is definitely going to be the number one pick. Like unless something happens, that he's not as good as advertised, which I doubt it. Because Texas has so much talent around him too, and he's got an offensive-minded coach. So it's like I think they, at least one of them will be the number one pick, and Carolina will pick the wrong one. I don't know. Like you brought up something off air while you were fleeing the police, and I want to bring it up. You were like Carolina should not take the quarterback this year. they should trade down with whoever. 100%. That's 100%
Trade
true.
down, or I mean, even if there's
No, trade down.
Get another position.
No, what position?
Number one.
What position is worth skipping a quarterback for besides arguably the Bears keeping Fields and going with Marvin Harrison? Was the only answer to that question that I would consider at this point.
By the way, we got to talk about Marvin Harrison in a few minutes too.
He's dope.
He's pretty good, but Terry and Arnold's going to shut him down this Sunday.
I would blitz Kyler Murray relentlessly.
We'll probably have that assignment.
All right, so we'll move on from the Panthers with this / Texas with this final question to you, O, and I'll answer as well. Do you feel that Ewers still is their quarterback for the rest of the season? And if so, does he become the number one pick to Carolina or the Giants or some other sleeper team that trades up?
So, have they said is he back this coming week?
What's that?
Has Texas announced that Ewers will be back this week?
Not yet.
Not yet. So, I would say if he becomes physically available to play this Saturday, then he will play. If he is not, and Manning plays, I expect him to play the way he played last weekend and just be awesome. I think you have an issue with Texas's coach because then you start to get some momentum with Manning. If Manning is better, and this team has national championship aspirations, you got an issue.
Well, who do they play? Who do they play after this?
I can't see right now.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna say. Are you going with Manning?
No, they got their SEC opener this week, don't they?
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they've already played 3 games. SEC plays a 9-game schedule, don't they?
No, they play a 8-game schedule because they're wusses.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yep. The SEC's had some games already, but Texas is they're playing 8 straight. I think they're probably playing A&M when the rest of the teams are playing those patsies, right? I'm gonna say Ewers ends up the quarterback, but Manning does play some. I'm gonna say Carolina blows it and takes him.
First of all, I know Carolina's atrocious, but I can't just award them the number 1 pick yet. There are a couple other contenders.
There's one other contender, is the Giants. Giants have a coach. You know, the Giants only lost because their kicker got hurt before the game, and they missed an extra point with their backup, which was a punter or something. And then they're like, oh, let's go for 2.
Signed a kicker from the Lions practice squad yesterday.
Yeah. Nice. Well, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
But they do not have a quarterback. I have no faith in Daniel Jones.
Okay, but here's another thing. This relates back to that one that two-team battle for teams that would take a quarterback that are 0-2. I think the Broncos are going to be bad too. They suck. There's a couple teams that suck, right? That's clear they suck. The Rams could be one of those, but I think they'll get it together.
I'm waiting for Minnesota to fall off that cliff.
Well,
Texas. I think Darnold is going to make.
No, I don't think so. But I'm worried about my under 7.5 wins bet. Ooh. 49ers. Okay, our final miss before we get into picks, and we're going to do a dollar bet if Carolina is the number 1 or not. I'm going to say yes. What do you think?
You're giving me Carolina against the field?
I'm giving you the field, which is like 5 to 6 other teams.
Oh? For $1, huh?
Yeah, I mean, basically, the dollar is.
How do I not take that?
How do you not take that? I don't know. You use your brain.
I will. Yeah, I'll dollar bet that.
All right, there we go. So that can be an ongoing discussion of who's closer and like who takes what. So we'll table that for now. Dollar bet, cha-ching, dollar bet. Oh, by the way.
Oh my God, road rage! Come on, get out of this lane, BMW.
Oh my God, did you hear my fart? Oh my God. So sorry. I don't edit. I don't have the skills or talent to edit. So yeah, we're gonna one final missive for me. This is my rage moment. I'm not on the road, but it makes me want to drive angrily around this in circles. Coaches, you are not smart. Take the points in the first quarter. Don't go for 4th and 2 or 3 when you don't have CMC back there. And you got to bust it up everything else. Like, the threat of the screen pass is not there. The threat of the draw is not there. So why are you not taking the 3 points? Because, we'll pin back Minnesota. It's just Sam Darnold, who you let get out of your quarterback room, and he throws a 97-yard touchdown on you to the best receiver in football with Jefferson. And you're like, and he made you look silly multiple times on the play. And how many, did you lose by 1 score or no? Yes, you did. You lost by 1 score. I bet Shanahan's getting like angry like Venmo requests from like losers like me and like.
And by the way, how brilliant do I feel changing my bet to take the Vikings?
Yeah, we're settling next week because there's a discrepancy on the sheet, on my sheet, as far as like which ones we took. Like if we took like Seattle and because you were like you're banned from saying sure. You have to say no or yes. You have to say no or yes and no abstaining. Okay. You're like yes sir, yes sir. But yeah, you definitely won. I think at least $1. Because you already paid the Bills $1 out, but you lost the Kansas State, Arizona, and you lost Seattle. So it's either tied or like I owe you $1 or $2. So it was close. Out of 4 bets. How could it not be, right? So but the Eagles actually lost the game in multiple ways. Sirianni is an absolute tool bag.
All right, so let's just make this quick.
Yes.
Do you agree or disagree with that play call to make the pass there to Barkley on 3rd and what was it, 4?
3rd and 3.
3rd and 3?
Here's the thing.
Should they have run it? Was that the wrong play call?
The wrong call. It wasn't necessarily the play call because the play call worked. It was not following it up with another play. Because here's the thing. Do you think this coordinator, this new coordinator in Atlanta and like their coach, their conservative defensive coach, were going to play for the win if they were down exactly 3 points? With a minute, and it would have been less than a minute 39 left, so probably a minute 35 to a minute 30 left. Assuming they stopped them instead of them getting a first down or a touchdown. So my thing is, it wasn't. I would take 2. I would either go for run the clock, and still go for. You had 3 yards to get in 2 plays. Is my theory, and it was like if you're gonna go over on 4th down and first quarter instead of taking the easy points, 4th and 4 the 9-yard line. That's like tough. What are you doing? They lost by less than a field goal. That was a field goal, dude. Like. I just don't understand what these guys are doing. Like, they're just diddling around as if this regular season hasn't started yet. Like, you're going to do this to Kirk Cousins? To Kirk? Like, you're going to let him... You let him heal, man. He healed, baby. Oh, God. And not rushing him. So, the offensive play calling on that situation was the least of the problems I found. And I watched the whole game because I was like, oh, maybe I'll win this bet because it's like everyone else is a bloodbath. I'm like... Oh, let's buy the narrative of Kirk on Monday Night Football, even though usually his team is vastly outmatched by the other team, and that's never the narrative. I was like, they deserve to lose because they should have gone for 4th down because you would have pressured them into at least settling for the field goal and taking it a little slower because you did. And then if you're not going to rush, you give up the field goal, worst case, and they go to overtime unless they break a long one, right? They're not going to march down the field to get the touchdown because they'll take the field goal. You got to think that they would. So, like, why would you not just go for the 4th down? Even if he jokes, go do the same freaking play. Is he going to drop 2 in a row? Or, like, do a curl route to the tight end. Or better yet, have Hurts, have a guy out wide like you're going to do a wide receiver screen and then just run up the middle with Hurts. I mean, he'd be getting like 7-8 yards of carry, it felt like, right? So it's like Do I agree with the play call? Yes, but I disagreed with the play call to kick the field goal. I was like, oh, they're gonna lose, because like we know Kirk, we know what he can do. We were Spartans, and then when you don't rush a guy. Fangio needs to retire, dude. Fangio's got to go. If you're an Eagles fan and you brought in this offensive coordinator, you're excited, and then like you realize Fangio's dropping turds on the field because he didn't blitz him once. No blitzing on a guy with an Achilles issue that wasn't really moving. He was starting to get there, but like blitz him into dumping it off the middle of the field and see if you can get him short of the first down marker so he can't spike it. That's one. That takes 20, 30 seconds off the clock, and then you can like work on some different schemes and stuff. And they blew it. They choked. That was a great, beautiful football moment. Bad betting moment for a lot of people, I'm sure, but like football wise, it was beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Kirk rises from the Achilles ashes and takes a poo-poo on the windshield of the Eagles fans. Every Philly Camry out there, rusted Philly Camry, is like shattered and splattered with Kirk's residue, man. Eat it, Philly. Come at us. Okay, so, all right, rapid fire picks, right? Red Roach picks, are you ready?
What are we starting with?
We'll go college. We'll go our, by the way, I'm up for the season. I don't know how many picks, but last week I got 10 out of 11, and you got 9 out of 10 and abstained from UNLV for some reason, so you lost that one. But I got 10 out of 11,
yeah,
so...
I like to stay away from the Power 5, Group of 5 matchup.
But you don't have to dollar bet it. You have to pick it for the thing, that's all.
You're not the boss of me.
Well, I'm going to win $1 at the end of the season because you didn't pick... you wouldn't have picked UNLV anyways. Okay, here we go. I'm going to type it in here. Illinois at Nebraska.
At Nebraska?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Nebraska. I think they might finally be turning things around.
Okay, NC State at Clemson.
Wait, hold on. What are you saying in that game?
I got the same.
Okay, yeah, I want to hear your picks too. Are we going me first every time, or are we alternating?
You first. I already made all my picks.
Okay. What's the next game?
NC State at Clemson. That should be an easy one for you.
Well, Clemson doesn't have DJ Ukulele as their quarterback, so I'll go Clemson.
Not DJ Ukulele.
Ukulele.
This one, I know where you're taking this. USC at Michigan.
Trojans.
Yeah. Okay, Georgia Tech at Louisville.
What was it?
Georgia Tech at Louisville.
Man.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said Georgia Tech.
You took Georgia Tech?
I did indeed.
At Louisville, though?
Yeah.
What's Louisville's record?
They haven't lost. They haven't played anybody.
So they're 3-0?
Yeah, they're ranked like mid-teens, I think.
And what's Georgia Tech, 2-1?
Yeah, they lost to Syracuse.
You took Georgia Tech, I'll take Louisville. Let's bet a buck.
Yeah, dollar bet triggered.
Dollar
Dollar bet triggered. All right, Rutgers at Virginia Tech.
Rutgers at Virginia Tech.
Yeah. Ooh, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when he comes for you? Pick the game, pick the game.
Man, why'd you pick this game? This game sucks.
There's 11. There's only 11. You should see the schedule, man.
I know. I'll take a roadie. I'm gonna stick with the Big Ten here. Go Rutgers.
Yeah, I got Rutgers.
Ah.
All right, Utah at Oklahoma State. This is the toughest one, I think.
Utah at Oklahoma State.
Yeah. Are you a man? Are you 40?
I think I gotta take Utah just for the integrity of my playoff pick.
All right. I got Utah. South Florida at Miami. Or Miami at South Florida. Sorry.
Miami at who?
South Florida.
Oh, give me the U all day.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we'll disagree on this one. Tennessee at Oklahoma. Ooh.
Oklahoma's a little poo-poo right now.
They're playing at home. I don't know.
At Oklahoma, though.
Yeah.
Is Oklahoma ready for SEC football?
Is Tennessee
Probably is,
SEC
but, I mean,
football?
do you remember when Nebraska was good, and then they came to the Big Ten, and they were awful for a while? They just weren't ready for a new conference.
Well, they weren't that good when they came though. They were already like kind of
No, they were still pushing people around.
Poloni's disease. They had Poloni's disease. They were a little bent.
What time is that game?
3:30 or night? No, it's a night game. I think. I don't know. It's a night game probably.
I'm going to need that piece of information if you don't mind.
Fine. Okay. I don't know. Let me look it up.
Look it up, please.
Tennessee at Oklahoma. Okay. Tennessee at Oklahoma. Tennessee at 7:30.
7:30 Oklahoma time. I'm going to go with the home team then. Give me
No,
that
not
game energy.
7:30 East Coast Civilization time.
So still 6:30, I think, Oklahoma Central time.
Yeah.
And then I'll stick with Oklahoma. Are you taking Tennessee?
Yes, sir. I've seen that offense do work.
Dollar bet.
I'll bet. Oh wait, I put Oklahoma.
I just passed by a rest stop. I totally wanted to go pull over.
Ah, you gotta pee in the bushes on the side of the road. Concrete toilet. Iowa at Minnesota.
What's Minnesota's record?
They lost to North Carolina, but they won the other two.
So they're 2-1.
Yeah. Iowa's 2-1. They lost that lead to Iowa State.
They blew it against the Cyclones. I'm gonna go Iowa against my better judgment.
Yeah, I did too. It's like, yay. Not gonna watch a second of that one. All right, Spartans at Boston College.
30-27. Go green.
Ooh. I don't think it'll be that high scoring for Boston College. But I got Spartans. I'll say 30 sounds pretty good. 30-20. Michigan State.
30-20. Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be tighter than that. I think it'll be another one that comes down to the wire. Yeah, I actually just did a little Q&A back and forth. I interviewed the writer at BC's SB Nation page, which is called BC Interruption, and then he interviewed me back. So I'll be I posted my interview with him on my website, The Only Colors, earlier today, and he'll probably be posting mine on BC Interruption.
Nice.
At some point. So
Yeah.
if you guys want to read about that game,
What are you thinking?
inside information.
Yes. Inside information for the betting.
Website, theonlycolors.com and bcinterruption.com.
Cool. I love it. And then your blog is 0for4blog.com, right?
Yes, but how do you spell it?
How do you spell it?
I spell it the right way. How do you spell it?
You tell me. You're the plugger. I'm not plugging.
I'm giving you a pop quiz. See?
No, it's 0. I mean, it's O like O. Even.
It is the letter O followed by the word FOR followed by the numeral 4 blog.com.
Awesome. Okay. We should go there. You should go all these things. Check out O's work. It's good. It's great. It's best work. So we got the last one there is Kansas State at BYU.
Kansas State at BYU?
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with my hatred and pick against Kansas State.
Ooh.
Let's go Mormons.
All right, Mormons on the warpath or whatever. All
By
right.
the way,
Yeah.
you know, Brigham Young was the great-great-grandfather of Steve Young.
The great-great-grandfather?
Yep.
Man.
Yeah. How about that for a family?
That's interesting. I mean, that's...
Yeah.
That,
He just comes along every 5 generations over there.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, founding a religion is great. Then let's go. All right. Patriots at Jets.
Yeah, Jets.
Yeah, I got the Jets. This is a hard abstain for us on the betting front. The games like that. Okay, Giants at Browns. Another one.
Brown.
Yeah, that's a hard abstain for me. Titans at Packers at Titans. Sorry, that's another hard abstain for me.
Packers and Titans.
Yeah. I mean, I picked the Packers, so
You pick the Packers?
it's a Malik Willis revenge game, dude.
You know what? I'm going to say this is going to be the week that Will Levis does not do something stupid to set his coach off.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the home team Titans.
This is the Mayo Bowl. All right, Bears at Colts. I got the Bears.
Bears at Colts.
Yeah. Do it. While you're driving to the city, pick against them, out of spite.
Is that a Sunday 1 o'clock game or is that a 4 o'clock game?
It's a 1 o'clocker.
1 o'clock. Yeah, fine. Let's go Colts.
There you go.
I really need to get to a rest stop though. This is gonna be urgent.
You're gonna pick till you drop. Toxicity. The toxicity will kick in until we say stop. Texans at Vikings.
I didn't hear you.
Texans at Vikings.
Ooh, Texans.
All right. Yeah, I got the Texans. I took the Texans. Tejans. The Tejans. This is a good one. Eagles at Saints.
That is a good one. You know what? I'm gonna say the Saints come back down to earth.
Dollar bet.
Fly, Eagle, fly.
Dollar bet.
Dollar bet. We also have a dollar bet on the Bears Colts, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chargers at Steelers.
Who?
Chargers at Steelers.
Chargers at Steelers. That's a tough one too.
Yeah.
Justin Fields starting
Yep. So far.
so far.
I mean, they should not switch him out, man. He's winning. He's not turning the ball over.
He's not turning the ball over. He's also not really leading the offense much
Well,
anywhere.
no, look it up. They've had 4 plays that have been overturned by penalties that went downfield. One of them was like an amazing pass. Amazing pass on their run.
Sounds to me like you're trying to talk me into taking the Steelers. Do you have the Chargers?
No, I have the Steelers. I'm just defending.
Oh.
I'm just defending Fields. I'm a Fields defender. I'm not saying apologist. I'm saying defender because he's the guy. He's just this contract thing, which we'll get to another episode when you can look at our proposal. But you got the Steelers or the Harbaugh?
I mean, I was leaning Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah, no bet, Steelers.
Yeah, no bet. Void. Broncos at Bucks.
Broncos where?
Broncos at Tampa.
Yeah.
Tampa?
3-0 for Baker.
Yeah. Panthers at Raiders. Ugh.
Raiders?
Andy Dalton.
Too soon. Raiders.
Yeah, too soon. Too soon. Never forget. Andy Dalton, never forget. Dolphins at Seahawks.
What time is that game?
It's at Seattle, so it's always 4 o'clock.
Good. Not a prime timer.
No. There's like 6 games left.
What's the Thursday night game this week?
The first one. Patriots and Jets.
Oh. Yeah. Alright, so what were we on? Dolphins at...
Seattle, yeah.
Oh, Dolphins don't have a quarterback, so Seattle.
Nope, they do not. That's one of my best bets of the week. Ravens at Cowboys. I took the Cowboys.
You took the Cowboys?
I did.
I'll take the Ravens then.
Okay. You on all the You're on all the birds against Birdman. Oh, that's a primetime game, 4:00. Well, not primetime, whatever, 4:30 or whatever. Let's see, 49ers at Rams. Ugh.
Like the all-injury game.
Yeah, I took the Niners because I think Shanahan's decent enough to not screw up that badly 2 games in a row.
You know I hate the Rams, so...
Yeah, I know you do.
I do, it's true.
So you took the Niners?
You don't want to take the Rams?
No, I don't. I was hoping you'd pick whatever that I picked on that game. I mean, I definitely lost on the Niners-Ravens combo and, like, the Eagles and the
That's
Colts.
a game we should just be staying away from.
Yeah. Too many injuries to primary talents. So, I'm taking the Cardinals. Screw you.
You're taking the Cardinals?
Yeah, they're only 3-point underdogs because you guys can't throw the ball.
I know. They're a home dog.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we got a dollar bet.
Good
You
luck.
know who I'm taking.
Good luck covering Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals are gonna win that. I still don't think they're that great. I just think they put it together.
Oh no!
What?
No!
Did you get pulled over?
Taking us down to one lane.
Oh.
Rage.
1 lane road rage.
Oh, wait, are you getting off? Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, the truck is getting off. Sweet.
You're leading the lane. He's in charge.
I know it's one lane, but let's go, guys.
You are the captain now. All right. Mahomes at Cousins. Chiefs at Falcons.
I need you to be a little louder for me, Z.
Mahomes at Falcons. Chiefs at Falcons. Mahomes at Cousins.
Chiefs and Falcons.
Yep.
Ooh.
I took the Chiefs.
Chiefs are 2-0.
Yeah, they're down to some guy named Carson Steele or the ghost of Kareem Hunt at running back. But yeah.
Ooh, is that karma coming into play then?
Which karma?
Well, remember why he was let go from the Chiefs 6 years ago?
Yeah, but I mean, they've had so many incidents since then, so they don't care.
You know what? Oh, no. What
Do
are
it.
you guys doing?
Do it.
Coming to a complete stop?
Uh-oh.
This is not good for my bladder.
Road rage. Piss in the bottle.
Take the Falcons.
All right.
Do it.
I'll take the Chiefs. I mean, they haven't let me down.
Yeah, I can't fault you for taking that at all.
No, because they won me $750 last year from the Super Bowl. So, Jaguars at Bills. There's 2 Monday night games, and the first one is Jaguars at Bills.
At Bills?
Yeah.
The Buffalo Bills?
The Buffalo Bills. The Bills. Bills.
I'm going to go with the home team there.
Yeah, Bills are looking pretty good. Pretty good.
And the Jaguars are not.
No, Commanders at Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah, Homer.
All right, we went for the homer. So I went for the homer as well. So we got, let's see how many dollar bets we got here. We got,
I think we had a couple from college.
yeah, we got Georgia Tech, Louisville. We got, Tennessee, Oklahoma from college. 2 out of the 11. And then out of the 16 pro games, we got Packers, Titans, Bears, Colts, Saints, Eagles, Cowboys, Ravens, Cardinals, Lions. So we got 5 from this. Is a good one.
5 pro, 2 college.
Oh, wait, no, you took the Falcons. So we have 6 college. 6 pro and 2 college.
Ooh, we're going to have some money switching hands.
And we added the dollar for the Panthers finishing worst, below the Giants and Broncos and others. Future bet. So we're gonna have to rely on your accounting for the last week because one of them I wasn't sure what if we took or not because I got confused by the sheet by putting no or sure but then saying otherwise. And this is a
no means I was not willing to bet on that game, even if you disagreed with me.
no, but we did on air, and then I don't remember if we did, so I don't want to listen. So I'll trust you. I'll trust you. I don't like hearing my voice. Okay, so... Oh, this is funny. I sort of have to go to the bathroom too, but I'm going to... In solidarity, I will not go to the bathroom yet. We're weird. We're definitely weird. So, we're going to end on our... whatever my betting thing is called.
Z's betting advice.
Z's betting advice. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we can change that name to something better.
Yeah.
But I mean, right now we're just going with like the generic. It's like the NBA Cup.
We're gonna cook up the heater machine today. Today is
By the way, shouldn't the NBA Cup just be called the Silver Cup?
The Silver
Named
Cup.
after Commissioner Silver.
Maybe it was the idea of what's his face on his deathbed, Daniel Stern. Oh my God, Donald Stern. Donald Stern on his deathbed was like, there will be a mid-season tournament. Make it so.
The Cup actually has a nice ring to it, though.
The Silver Cup? Yeah, it does. It does.
The Sterling Cup.
The Sterling Cup? I mean, that's Donald. That's not. No, not Sterling. That's the guy from the Clippers, the old Clippers.
Yeah, is that what you said?
No, I said Stern. I said Daniel Stern by mistake, and then I said, whatever Stern. What's his first name? Dang, David Stern.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, and you're like, Sterling. I'm like, I don't think they'd want it named after him. A slumlord that...
The Stern Cup is not a good one.
The Stern Cup. I won the Stern Cup, the deathbed idea cup.
Stick, and it was like the Stern Stick.
Yeah, the Stern
That
Stick.
would work.
I'm gonna get you with that Stern Stick. Here comes the Stern Stick odds, 3-1. Take the Timberwolves. Okay, so we're going with simple plays this week, okay? Simple plays. So here's what I want you to do. Take the half a point or a point, depending on the book, for Michigan State. It's either 6.5, favoring Boston College, or 7. Tease it or move it or whatever to 7.5. So take that separately, hammer that. Okay, first off is hammer that. Whatever a unit play is, make it a large unit play. And then I would say also take the money line for between 30 to 40%, maybe 25 to 40% of the units that you put on the spread, tease to 7.5. Take that for the money line as well, so you can catch that. I would take USC as a base play for parlays with some NFL games. The only other college game I like, so USC money line at Michigan. Michigan made the mistake of announcing Orgy as their starter 5 days before the game for some reason. Their coach is in over his head. They have some NFL talent, but it's all on the lines or the secondary. Sorry about it, not sorry. You drove by it, Ann Arbor. When my dad, when I was little, he had me hold my feet in the air and hold my nose when we went by Ann Arbor. So I'm dyed in the wool. That did not influence my bet. It might influence how much I put on it, but USC's offense is legit. Their quarterback is a top 5 quarterback easily this year, so far. Their receiving talent is strong. They will win this game at Michigan. The question is by how many points. So, do you want to take the spread as well? I think the money line is under -300, so I would say I would think about it. Maybe look at your other plays and get back to it. But my play for that game is parlay base and money lines separate. I would parlay with MSU plus 7.5. I would maybe take a little parlay on MSU and USC, the duo, the Greek origin duo, Trojans and Spartans. So I would I'm looking at Kansas State money line over BYU. Don't take the spread in the night game in Brigham Young's Utah. I would also these NFL games. You know what? Something I like actually is when we agree on a game, we've been pretty good so far. So I'm looking at my biggest.
We are a couple of experts.
Couple of experts. I really like the Bills. I would go Bills. I would go. Don't take the Bengals game. That's just worthless. Bills, Bucks, USC. I'd parlay those, and I'd add some legs on things that you also like. But the one that I liked over take separately is Chiefs at Falcons, because I think the money line will move a little bit, or it should. But, I mean, just the Kirk Cousins factor, the Sunday night factor, if it's in a parlay, and it's the last leg, if it's a 4 or more legs, I would hedge it. I would take Bills. I would go with Bills Falcons money line hedge at that point. So there's your tips. Michigan State plus 7.5, USC money line, Kansas State money line, Bucks money line, Bills money line, and the rest you're gonna figure that out, okay? Because some of these games are a little shaky. So we're not touching the Jets game, we're not touching the Browns Giants game, the Packers Titans game, Bears Colts. Colts, like, they're gonna screw up, but the Bears need to score some points, so I'd hold on that if you're not a Bears fan. So, yep, there you go. Texans, Vikings. I do like the Texans.
My advice to our listeners
is
don't be a Bears fan.
All right, bye. Oh.
Dreaming of the perfect event or longing for a clutter-free space? I'm Stephanie with I'm with Steph, where your vision becomes a reality. From magical weddings to transformative home organizing, we bring you expertise and passion to every project. Whether you're planning a grand celebration or seeking peace through organization, we tailor our services to meet your unique needs. I'm with Steph. To explore our services and connect with me directly, visit I'mWithSteph.com. Mention Electricast for a 20% discount.
Hi, I'm Geraldine Glass, and I'm excited to share a new healing music offering, an extended version song called Joy Reboot, a unique fusion of pop, classic, rap, soundscapes, and funk to inspire collaboration and bring unity through sound. For us, Joy Reboot is music medicine, out now with Electricast Records.
Electricast.